this you? All tangled up in ribbon, trying to make a beautiful creation? Well, let me show you what I'm going to do to make this a whole lot easier for you. You can do this, and what you're going to do is do cheater bows, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do this. So, you saw the wreath, and now I'm going to show you how we do this cheater bow method, which involves putting just loops. And this is what I'm doing. I'm taking a ruler so that I make everything fairly consistent. It doesn't have to be perfect, but about 9 inches is usually good. So I'm just folding over the fabric of the ribbon, and I do like wired ribbon. It's always best for people who have trouble with ribbon. And I'm just folding it over so I get about 9 inches. If it's 10, if you wind up with 7, it's not critical. All of this works just fine. This is very easy peasy. And I'm smushing it to the middle, and then I'm just putting the wire on here, making sure that I have caught the wire in here. And if that's good, and I twist my wire, twist my loop like so. I can even leave this if I want to, or I could cut it off. It doesn't matter. That's how much this really is non-critical. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to push aside this faux green wreath. I'm going to push aside all of the greenery and get this in nice and tight next to the other loops that I've already put on here. And I'm going to wire that in so that it's in right next to them. But I'm not going to fuss with this at this point. I'm not going to play around trying to get it perfect, because every time you touch it, it moves. But now I'm beginning to see loops going in here. And I made up a few other loops. And I can even change the ribbon that I want to use, because now I want it to look like a designer bow. So I can get other pieces also looped and marked and put into the wreath just like that too. Then I can do the same method and add on pieces throughout the wreath. Okay, so we've got everything setting in there. We can come back and we can wire these in. What I do want to point out is I use a nice big piece of wire because I want to be able to have my hands free turning and twisting on this. And that's exactly what we're doing with all of our twisting, is we're doing that kind of just twist it around to really grip on there. But I'm actually at the end here, so now I've decided how long should my tails be on this if I want them. And I decided that was about right, so I just measured off that amount. I didn't worry about measuring it. I looked at it this way. And instead of making it perfectly even, because I think it just looks a little bit better, I actually put my little twist at a slightly different place. So now I'm going to put this in here and just tie this in as well. Again, coming around the back of the frame, getting in there nice and tight, getting that little twisty action going. And I put this one here. And then I can do this, and now's the time that I can start playing with it, because everything's pretty well in place. I would also consider, once it's up on the wall or on the door, coming back in and then fixing it a little bit then too, because every time you handle the wreath, everything moves a little bit, and we can get this to look a little bit nicer once we get that in the spot. So there we are with cheater designer bows on anything from swags to wreaths to whatever else you need to do. These have to be put in a little bit better. If you decide that this is really not your thing, then I do want you to remember that we not only have custom-made bows, we can make them for you, you can buy them pre-made, and we have some more basic bows also available. So there you go.